This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see Wilcox take on Valley Christian and Salesian takes on Anza.
Great softball with Branham and Santa Teresa, lacrosse with San Ramon Valley and Carondelet, and the story of the Bishop O'Dowd freshman striding towards success. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight on the Peninsula where the Carlmont Scots come into the game tied for first place in the Peninsula Bay League. The trip to a league title is being led by senior Trip Garish and his .533 batting average with 16 hits and 13 RBI.
Yeah, and chasing the Scots are the Knights from Hillsdale. Jackson Sierra is hitting .417 for Hillsdale. The Knights traveling to Carlmont this week.
Game 1 of the two-game series as Carlmont Scots host the Hillsdale Fighting Knights. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Top first, Jackson Sierra hits one up the middle for the single and moves Tyler Douglas to third. A wild pickoff attempt to first would bring Douglas home as Hillsdale strikes first. Top second, Fighting Knights looking to add to the lead. Jack Weisinger fields the ball, throws to second, another throw to first, and Carlmont gets the 6-4-3 double play. Bottom second, runners on the corners. Both take off. The throw to second goes to center field. Carson Vance is safe at second, and Jack Valentini runs home and ties the game at 1. Bottom third, no outs. Colin O'Driscoll lines one to left for a single and advances Caden Healy to second. Next batter, Tanner Van Wy lays a bunt, slides for first, and collides with the infielder. Both players were fine and stayed in the game. The hit brings home Healy as Carlmont goes up 2-1. Valentini up to bat again and hits a ball deep into center, and it's far enough that it brings O'Driscoll home, and Carlmont takes a 2-run lead. Bottom fifth, score now 4-1. Carlmont has bases loaded. Valentini again hits a blooper to right, and it drops just out of reach of the outfielder, and Healy and O'Driscoll are brought home. Valentini had himself a day. Carlmont takes game 1 6-1 after a jam from Colton Fisher and a 3 RBI performance from Valentini.
The coaches and umpires getting ready for Gunn and Fremont. This one would go for a while. Gunn gets 2-1 in the top of the first. The big blast. This Quentin Sterling rocket to the right field fence. Charlie DeGeller races all the way around from first to score. That's a triple for Sterling, who scores on a fielder's choice. Gunn leads 2-0 after 1. Fremont gets one back in the bottom of the first. Yash Borker with a runner at second drops it into shallow right field. Racing in from second is Patrick Bartito, and we're tied at 2-all. Same score all the way to the 7th inning when Gunn breaks through. Bases loaded for Sterling, who comes through again, this time shooting it up the middle. Finley Montez scores. Here comes Kyle Cuthill, and he is out at the plate. Fremont catcher Liam Davis, who is strong at the plate. It's 3-2 Gunn. The Titans get 4 in the 7th. Ted Jung shoots a base hit up the middle. Scoring is Sterling. Gunn up 6-2, going to the bottom of the 7th. But Fremont comes back. Winston Wu shoots it to the left side. The ball gets away. Scoring is Dimitri Walgren. Still in the 7th, Mahir Borkar sends a shot back up the box and off the pitcher. Crosby Wallach scores, and we're tied at 6 and going to extra innings. In the 8th, nice play here at short. A diving catch by Sonic Singh. Still 6-all. We go to the 9th. Gunn breaks it open, scoring 5 times in the 9th. Bases loaded for Joseph Zhu, who rips it through the 5-6 hole. 1 run is in. Here comes Charlie DeGeller with a head-first slide. 8-6 Gunn. First and third for Nate Watkins, who slices it to left. Scoring from third is Carson Leclerc. Gunn leads at 11-6. Bottom 7, the Firebirds rally again. Bartito with a shot to right. Scoring is Mahir Borker, but this rally falls short as Gunn wins it in 9 innings, 11-8. A Sterling game for Quentin Sterling.
Adrian Soriano here in San Ramon as California takes on Granada on a rainy Thursday afternoon. Sierra Black in the circle for the Matadors in this game. Sierra gets the backward skate here, no score after 1. Cal gets on the board in the 2nd as the pitch gets away. That allows Alyssa Velarde to score. 1-0 Grizzlies after 2. Granada answers right back in the 3rd. Saskia Rubb crushes one deep to center field for a double. Delaney Aumua scores, and this game is tied at 1. Bottom 4 now, and Velarde rips one deep to center field. The ball will roll for a while as Velarde comes in to score for the inside the park home run. It's 2-1 Cal after 4. The Matadors looking to respond in the 5th, but Ella Jamie throws to Ava Muniz for 1. Then Ava fires to Nolani Chink to nab the runner at 3rd for the 3-4-5 double play. but Granada jumps ahead in the 6th. It's Saskia Rubb again with a shot to deep center field. Sarah Deplich and Aumua is in. Here comes Saskia, and she is safe at the plate for a 3-run inside the park home run for 2 Matadors. California comes right back in the bottom half. Velarde sends a one-hopper off the center field fence. Digging around third and scoring is Alyssa. She is safe at the plate right here. This game is tied at 4, but the umpires decided to suspend the game after 6, so we pick things up in the 7th inning on Friday, and Caitlin Lee freezes the hitter for strike 3. Alex Mello comes in relief for the Matadors, and Alex gets the strikeout to end the 7th inning and send the game to extras. We skip to the 10th inning now, where the ghost runner rule comes into effect, and Sarah Deplich grounds one up the middle for a hit. Lauren Melton scores, and it's 5-4 Granada Matadors. A couple batters later, it's Rob coming through again in the clutch with a shot to left field. That falls in as Sarah Deplich comes in to score. 6-4 Mats. Alexis Phillips keeps it moving with an infield single. Delaney Amua is in. Here comes Rob, and Saskia is safe at the plate. It's 8-4 Granada. One more for Granada as Lauren Deplich reaches first base safely. Here comes Alexis Phillips, and she is safe at the plate. It's 9-4 Mats, but Cal rallies back in the bottom half. Geneva Morton grounds one to first. The Mats get the out at first, but Mia Rabuka scores 9-5. Then a few batters later, Velarde hits one to right. That falls in as Jada Crosby and Medili Krishnan comes in. It's 9-7 Matadors. Cal trying to keep the rally alive, but Almoa fields the grounder and steps on the bag for the final out as Granada hangs on to win it 9-7 in 10 innings.
Jumping to Pleasanton for some volleyball, De La Salle meeting Amador Valley at center court. Courtney Tate with the highlights. To the first set, the Dons off to a big start. Bryce Nahava up to Tyler Holmes for the kill, and Amador Valley has a 9-1 lead early. The Spartans start to rally back. Brady Klein up to his brother Tyler Klein. Tyler with the monster slam, and De La Salle cuts the lead to 4. The Dons start to pull away. The Spartans get it over, but Nate Clinton sends it right back to the hardwood. Amador Valley takes the first set 25-16. Set 2, the Dons with a 1-point lead, and this beautiful tip from Nate Clinton gives Amador Valley a 10-8 lead. The Spartans with a chance to tie it up, and Noah Dietrich hammers it home for the equalizer. We're all tied up at 13. Amador Valley now with the chance to close out the second, and Bryce Nahava gets the job done with a beautiful ace, one of his 4 aces of the game. The Dons take set 2, 25-21 to the third. Amador Valley off to a strong start. Bryce up to Tyler Holmes, and Tyler crashes it to the hardwood. 10-3 Dons. Finally, Amador Valley looking to close it out. Bryce up to Tyler again for the big time kill, one of his 11, and that'll do it. The Dons take the win 3-0 behind a big performance from Tyler Holmes.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a wrap produced by the great folks at the Rika Center.
These players chosen from their performances in last week's games. Here are the Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Cow High, Rika Center. Yeah. Let's go. Just another day in the game when you want comparisons. Connor Harrison has got the honor embarrassing. Anybody really thinking they can come at him? Outfield is gonna back up from the home run batter. 1 home run, not done, hit a double. Now 2 runs, who wants more trouble? 5-1, still humble for the Spartans. Harrison scaring them and just get started. Now pass it to the hands of second baseman by the name of Patrick Sanchez. With tragic damage, you'll need a magic bandage. But he's the magician with his tricky bat and average. Getting the job done, home run, fetching in. 7th inning, winning the biggest stretch of it. 3-run deficit, top it out then. Chargers heading out with a walk-off win. Yeah. Cow High, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week. Mace, yeah.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great advice for athletes every week.
Here's 49ers team physician Dr. Tim McAdams with this week's tip.
There are 2 main types of ankle sprains, low and high. Let's look at the difference. Low ankle sprains are the typical basketball inversion sprain that injures the front and outside of the ankle, as seen here, leading to injury of the anterior talofibular and calcaneofibular ligaments. Although it may get quite swollen, they have excellent healing potential. High ankle sprains, on the other hand, are a different animal and commonly caused by an eversion and external rotation force that affects the ligaments connecting the 2 leg bones, the tibia and the fibula. They are associated with significant pain with weight bearing and push off. A cast boot is often helpful for the first 1 to 2 weeks, and these can often take 6 to 8 weeks before return to play.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game as Moro Catholic meets Mission Valley League rival Washington.
And a rainy game on the peninsula as Aragon takes on Half Moon Bay in a non-league game as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues. The Rikers Center's Community Service Program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikers Center has to offer, our Community Service Program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikers Center.
Cody!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. I'm crocheting.
I see that.
It started off as a hobby, kind of snowballed from there. And Alex, I don't want to stop.
Well, I don't see why you should have to. Let's set you up with a side gig savings goal on the U.S. Bank mobile app. This way you can turn it into your main hustle before you know it.
You're my hero, Alex.
What are you working on now?
Pool cover.
That's fun.
Oh, I made my wife a bathing suit.
Oh, did Linda like it?
She did not.
Oh.
You should see what I made for Max. Max, look at him. He loves it.
The confidence to make your dream a reality. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build, perform, design, and sustain the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction's buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a huge reason we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley, and why DevCon gets 95% of its business from repeat customers for future projects. DevCon Construction will continue to build our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member FDIC. By Stanford Healthcare. #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By SunPower. Proud partner of the 49ers. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium, where first place is on the line this week in the Mission Valley League.
Both Washington and Moro Catholic come into the week with one league loss at the top of the league standings. Game 1 of this 2-game series is our NCS SunPower Electric game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Electric game.
Welcome to Washington High School for a big game in the Mission Valley League between the Moro Catholic Mariners and the Washington Huskies. The Huskies come in at 5-1 in league play to start the week, with Adam Burt leading the offensive attack with a .357 batting average. Meanwhile, Luis Becerra is on the mound for the Mariners in this game. The California Baptist University commit senior is coming off a 16 strikeout performance against Newark Memorial last week. Who will come away with an important win in the Mission Valley League? Let's find out in our NCS SunPower Electric game. Varad Patwa on the mound for the Huskies in this game. Varad getting the better, looking for the punch-out, no score after 1. Moro Catholic gets on the board in the second. Anibal Hernandez rips a solid single to center. Xavier Rio scores 1-0 Mariners. Washington looking to tie it up in the bottom half, but Cal Baptist commit Luis Becerra freezes the batter for the backwards K. Still 1-0 Moro after 2. Bottom 3 now, and Noah Lazareschi goes the other way for extra bases. The ball will roll all the way to the fence as Noah races into second for a double. But once again, Becerra gets out of the jam as he fields the weak grounder and fires to Joshua Hoffman. Still 1-0 Mariners after 3. Moro Catholic adds on in the 4th. Hernandez with another base hit to center field. Nicholas Capuzzello and Jaden Ultera score. 3-0 Mariners after 4. More Mariners offense in the 5th. Jeffrey Chen grounds one up the middle for a base hit. Max Pond scores, and it's 4-0 Moro Catholic after 5. Becerra still dealing for the Mariners in the 6th. The future Lancer gets one of his 7 strikeouts on the game. Washington would break through in the 7th. Casey Freeholds hits one to left. Joe Plaskett scores and it's 4-1 Mariners. Then a couple batters later, Brandon Jung hits a fly ball to center. That's good enough to score Michael Sands to cut the deficit in half. But Jaden Ulteres gets the backwards K to shut it down as Moro Catholic wins it 4-2 to go to 4-1 in the Mission Valley League. Here's Luis Becerra after the game.
Today, definitely my curveball was working today. In the past, I kind of struggled a little bit with the curveball, but today it was really on point. Executing my pitches, and a big shout out to my defense for getting some plays that I really needed to get through this game.
In Fremont with the NCS SunPower Electric game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
A little meet and greet between the skippers and umpires as Aragon takes on Half Moon Bay. Jake Vanderbrook with the highlights. Bottom of the first, the Dons have runners in scoring position. Here's a chopper to the pitcher. Liam Harrington flips it over to William Moffitt, and the senior slaps the tag to get the runner out at home. But with a runner on third, Colin Trezuto with some textbook baseball. Despite grounding out the short, he brings home Ryan Fernandez. 1-zip Dons. To the second, Aragon being very aggressive on the bases. With the bases loaded, the Cougars try the turn two, but Trezuto is safe at first. Addison scores. Here comes Fernandez. Aragon tacks on 2 more runs in the second to make it 5-0. To the third, bases loaded for the Dons. Alan Tanielu draws a walk, and just like that, he records the easiest RBI in baseball, scoring Jared Walsh. 6-zip Dons. Still in the third, Trezuto hits a floater in the center, and that finds the grass for a base knock. Addison scores. Aragon tacks on 2 more runs to extend its lead to 8. Top 5 Cougars have a runner on first. Jared Matam drives this ball to deep right field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run blast for the senior, and the Cougars cut the deficit to 6. But Pat Morey had himself a game on the mound. In the 6th, he gets the batter looking to record the strikeout. Moments later, he's gonna lock the batter here. Morey finished with 10 strikeouts to get the win on the bump as Aragon defeats Half Moon Bay 8-2.
Albany's Construction brings us the dirty work play each week. This is a play with the same type of grit and determination exemplified by the great folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's dirty work play goes to Cappuccino left fielder Mariah Govea, making a fantastic diving catch. Mariah Govea doing the dirty work just like Albany's Construction. Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, celebrating top cheer and dance teams from all around the Bay Area.
This week we feature the girls from Los Gatos High School.
Treat all my shoe boxes like the bank now. Guess you can say that I'm the man. Wow. On that big boss level, and I put that on my set, on my set, on my set, we 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 set. I can smell your hate from about a mile away. You mad that I just won't calm down? Yeah, I can see the look that's written on your face. Wonder how I still fit this crown. You hating, but you watching though. I guess you're kinda mad that I'm unstoppable. You count me out, the counters count me in. Looks like I'm putting up another.
Coming up, the big game in the Mount Hamilton division as first place Lee takes on Branham.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for baseball.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days. They're curious, creative, kind, and resilient. A generation of tolerant givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. At Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to powering their brilliance with nutritious, organic, American Humane Certified dairy and teaching them the importance of eating all the colors of the rainbow. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, Mara West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Mara West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Mara West works for me.
Mara West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Mara West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Since 1974, there's been just one goal. One thing we work for. The pursuit binds us together and pushes us forward. One family with one mission. To win for this city. Vamos, San Jose.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors. Invis.
We're the Carondelet Tigers, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by US Bank.
The Lee Longhorns are having a great season, 13-3 overall, undefeated at 4-0 in the Mount Hamilton division. The Longhorns can hit, batting .344 as a team.
Yeah, and just behind them in league are the Branham Bruins. The Bruins hit .409 as a team with 8 starters batting over .300. Amazing. Look for lots of hitting in the first of 2 games for the Longhorns and Bruins this week.
Coach Tony Pianto's grandson AJ giving the umpires the Branham lineup before the game and making everyone smile for this week's Invisalign Bright Smile Award. To the highlights now, and Liam Thompson was dealing for the Branham Bruins. Liam getting the backwards K here, but not to be outdone was Lee pitcher Miles Liu. Miles gets the called strike 3, no score after 1. Lee looking to strike first in the second, but Nolan Rodriguez makes a nice sliding catch for 1, then fires to Jackson Wanger for the 9-3 double play and ends the Longhorns' threat. The Bruins get on the board in the bottom half. Evan Williams crushes one deep to center field and off the fence, racing around third and scoring is Tyler Siegel, 1-0 Branham Bruins. Then a few moments later, Williams slides in safely to third on the pass ball, and when the throw gets away, Evan races in to score, and it's 2-0 Bruins after 2. The Longhorns load the bases in the third, but the Bruins go Matt Garcia to Elijah Bustamante to Wanger for the 6-4-3 double play. Still 2-0 Bruins after 3. Top 4 now, and James Bowes lines one to left for Lee's first hit of the game, but more great defense as Thompson snatches the hardliner, then throws to Wanger at first for another double play to keep the Bruins lead intact. Lee also playing great defense as Miles Liu fires to Dylan Christian to pick off the runner at first. The Longhorns trying to rally in the 7th, but Liam Thompson gets the batter to chase for strike 3. 2 down now in the 7th, and Thompson gets his 10th strikeout of the game as Branham wins it 2-0 behind the one-hit shutout from Liam Thompson.
Let's head to Brentwood for a big league matchup. Freedom on the road visiting Heritage. Courtney Tate with the highlights. Bottom 1, Heritage in scoring position. Jessica Eam hits one back to the pitcher. Tiana Bell beats a throw at the plate. It's 1-0 Patriots. Freedom trying to get on the board, but Jessica Eam chases down the fly ball. Great hustle there from Jessica. Now Alyssa Soares gets the batter looking for the strikeout to keep the score. 1-0 Patriots. Bottom 3, Patriots trying to extend the lead. Alexandra Kudanili sends a fly ball to right that falls in for a hit. Skylar Stroh reaches third on the play, and that's a double for Alex, but the Falcons buckle down as Maya Soto delivers with the strikeout to keep the score 1-0 Heritage. Freedom jumps ahead in the 4th. Kaylin Gray sends a grounder to center for a base hit. Amanda Royal and Maddie Evers-Lyles crosses home, and it's 2-1 Falcons in the lead. Heritage comes right back in the 5th. Tiana Bell crushes it to right, and that ball is out of here. A solo blast for Tiana, and you get a hug for that. Still in the 5th, Alexandria Kudanili rips one deep to left center, and that one is gone. A 2-run bomb for Alex, and she gets more love. 4-2 Heritage. Finally, bottom 6, Michaela Garrison sends a sacrifice fly ball to left, and that's deep enough to score for Tassie Haas, and that'll do it. Heritage remains undefeated in the Bay Valley League behind a big game from Alex Kudanili.
The Willow Glen Rams getting their battle paint on as the Rams put their undefeated league record on the line. Rams busy in the first. Caitlin Dilbeck lays down a nice bunt. The throw to first is off and the ball rolls deep into right field. Staggering home is Sienna Miranda, and right behind her is Dilbeck. Both freshmen score. 2-0 Rams. So on the first, base is loaded for another freshman, Haley Acumen, who drills it past the diving fielder and left. Scoring is Fa'aulu. Here comes Sienna Wilson right behind her. Scoring from first is Aleki Ulu. It's a sliding triple for Acumen. 6-0 Rams after one. Top two, Ariana Vasquez looking to get the Bulldogs back in it, sending a rocket to deep center field and off the very top of the fence. That's a double for Vasquez. She's really good. With Vasquez at third, McKenna Reichert rips a line single to left field, scoring Vasquez. But the Rams would add on in the bottom of the second inning as Fa'aulu one more time continuing her big game, sending the changeup to the wall in right center. Rounding third and scoring is the Rams' outstanding catcher, McKenna Campbell. It's 7-1. Still in the second, Wilson smashing a solid single to right. Scoring is Ulu, and it's 9-1 Rams after two. Top three, runner on for Molly Orman, who sends it high and deep to left off the wall. Scoring is Michaela Heffernan, who had 3 hits in the game for Sobrato. But the Rams in control the entire game. 2-on for the mighty freshman Sienna Miranda, who muscles up, scoring 2. This is a very young and very talented Rams squad. Now 16-2 on the season, 6-0 all alone in first place in the Santa Teresa division.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us.
Courtney Tate joins us now with the story of the Bishop O'Dowd track star and his long trip to success.
That's right, Robert. It took some major adjusting for freshman Daisy Ajosi to adapt to his new home at Bishop O'Dowd, but the support from his community helped him find his way. From day one, Daisy Ajosi's talent was undeniable, allowing him to join the varsity football team and become a leader on the track team at Bishop O'Dowd.
It's really a great experience being a multi-sport athlete, trying to get the best of both worlds with track and football. It's a great experience, great coaches.
Daisy's transition into high school was a long, tough journey. He loved his freshman year, but it was how he physically traveled to school every day keeping him down.
Coming from Hercules to O'Dowd every day in the morning, waking up really early, coming to school, and then being here really late, getting home at like 8:30, 9.
Daisy says his intense travel and training schedule, as well as dealing with the pressure of making his parents proud, had a negative effect on his studies. He struggled to keep his grades up during the first semester.
It's just a lot of pressures from my family because, they worked really hard for me to come here to this school, and I wasn't really excelling in the best way that I could.
Once head track coach Jamal Cooks became aware of Daisy's hardships in the classroom, he immediately decided to take action. Coach Cooks required Daisy to attend outside tutoring sessions instead of normal team events.
It sucked. It was bad. I didn't like it at all.
Coach Jamal says he reminds his athletes they are scholars first. The coach says he will go above and beyond to make sure his athletes excel both in and out of the classroom.
I don't just talk about it, I'm all about it. And I say to the student athletes on a regular that you're here to get good grades. You're here to be a scholar athlete, being scholar first before the athlete.
Daisy says he immediately benefited from the extra tutoring. He even formed a solid bond with his mentor who continued to push him to turn things around.
It really felt like there was someone there in my corner and someone who really wanted to see me succeed. And that, to me, that was really special to me.
Daisy is now successfully finding a balance between school and athletics. His focus now is to continue making his family proud.
They mean a lot to me, because they put in a lot of effort for me to come to school and for me to just succeed and do well.
Coach Brooks says the work of ensuring his students' success on and off the field never stops. He is still pushing Daisy to excel in the classroom.
We began to have tutoring on Saturdays. I started checking in with those kids for about 2 or 3 weeks, every night on Zoom, to check in with them and their parents about their missing assignments and what they needed to do.
Daisy is now ready to finish his season on the track and end his freshman year in a much better place than where he started. Deji tells me going through everything he went through this year prepared him to tackle anything that may come his way for the rest of his high school career.
All right, thank you, Courtney. Each week, Wingstop honors Bay Area teachers who do such a great job.
Here's Shannon Keegren from St. Francis High School talking about her favorite teacher, Mr. Smith.
My favorite teacher is definitely Mr. Smith, my history teacher. He is an old school guy, so he doesn't use the iPad much. He does everything on the board, great notes. I'm not a big history girl in general, but he makes the class really interesting.
Once again this season, Wingstop will be giving scholarships at the end of the season, honoring Wingstop owner Terry Blanchard. Terry passed away from COVID in April of 2020. Terry did great work in the community. These scholarships help keep that effort alive.
Coming up, the Mattress Firm Perfect Match. It's the South Bay Powers, Wilcox and Valley Christian.
And Branham takes on Santa Teresa as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
Okay, so turn left. Take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
You can't put a price on good sleep, but at Mattress Firm's Unjoke Your Sleep sale, you can get up to 60% off top-selling brands, like Sealy Queen mattresses starting at $279.99. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America. In stock for immediate delivery and get a $300 instant gift. And get 0% interest for 60 months with your Mattress Firm credit card. Only at Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By Wingstop, sauced and tossed classic wings, crispy tenders, juicy boneless wings. Order them all at wingstop.com. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Reiki Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
A very interesting non-league game played this week with two of the South Bay's very best teams. Valley Christian is tied for second in the West Catholic League, led by Jacob Hudson and his .447 batting average.
The Warriors taking on the Chargers from Wilcox this week. The Chargers with our player of the week, Patty Sanchez, who's having a great year. Each week, Mattress Firm brings you the Mattress Firm Perfect Match. We scour the section for the perfect match on the field. This week, it's Wilcox and Valley Christian in the Mattress Firm Perfect Match.
Valley Christian head coach John Diotti keeping an eye on his team as the Warriors host Wilcox. Valley on the board first in the first. Easton Kreschel ripping it down the line and left all the way to the fence. Racing around third and scoring is Tatum Marsh. 1-0 Warriors. Meantime, the Warriors' Alex Bellarmine was stellar on the mound. Alex getting the K here to end the top of the second. Bases loaded for Valley Christian, bottom of the second. The ball chopped slowly to third. No play there. Everyone's safe as P.J. Matsurides scores 2-0. To the fourth, and Wilcox still without a base runner. 12 up and 12 down for Bellarmine as the junior with 10 strikeouts in the game. Valley on the board again in the bottom of the fourth. Michael Castaneda with a blast to deep left center field. It's off the wall, a double for a very excited Castaneda. With Castaneda now at third, Hunter Fujimoto drives it up the middle. A solid single for the freshman and a 3-0 Warriors lead. Still in the fourth, runner at third as Kreschel does his job, sending a fly ball deep to center field. It's a sacrifice fly. Fujimoto trots home 4-0. Valley Christian Warriors in the lead. Top five, the perfect game still alive. The ball hit slowly toward third, but a terrific play by Louis Zalaika. You got to Zalaika that play, keeping the perfect game in place. But it all ends here as Mitch Gonzalez pops the butt up in the air down the third base line, and it drops for a base hit, the first hit of the game for Wilcox. The Chargers get a rally going in the seventh. Jesse Gutierrez sends a line shot the other way. That's a solid single for Jesse. Then with 2 on and 2 out, another chopper up the third baseline. Bellarmine does not throw to first. 1 run scores, but the second runner tries to score, and he is out at the plate. That's a game-ending out. Valley Christian wins it 4-1. The final score, a terrific day on the mound for the Warriors' Alec Bellarmine.
It's just try to execute all my pitches, throw my curveball, throw my changeup, throw my fastball, and just make good pitches. My defense got my back. It's feeling good. Stay loose, makes the infielders loose and everything.
The Yellow Jackets looking to sting the Dons as Berkeley hosts Acalanes. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. It was all Dons in the first. Actually, it was all Zach Appel. Appel assisted on 1 and scored on 3 goals, including this great goal after shaking his defender as the Dons have a 4-0 lead at the end of 1. Berkeley looking to get back into this game as Bryce Sproul scores a goal early into the second and cuts the lead 4-1. But the Dons answer back with a scoring spree. Dylan Olsen makes a move from behind the net as the Dons increase the lead 7-1 at the half. Acalanes tags on 3 more goals in the third. Dylan Olsen slings one into the net, and it's 10-1 Dons. But the Yellow Jackets start to come back. Sproul running at full speed launches a shot into the net, but the Dons are still on top 10-3 at the end of 3. Berkeley still fighting to get back into the game. Now down by 5. August Gade cuts the lead to 4 late in the fourth, but the Dons have seen enough. Berkeley on the attack, but Blake Chalawi gets the save. Dons get the 10-6 win over the Yellow Jackets after 3-goal performances from Appel and Cooper Olsen.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people who donate their time to do good work in their communities.
Here are the top 10 finalists for this year's scholarships. The 10 will now submit essays, and then 5 will be chosen to split the $10,000 in scholarship money from Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This season, Gallo Salami will help us find top recruits and find out where they stand in the recruiting process.
This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Maddie Buckley from the Carondelet girls soccer team. Maddie committed to play college at UC Santa Barbara.
That's a good school.
Coming up, Tri-County Rock Division play as the top 2 teams battle for first place.
And another battle for first place as Santa Teresa hosts Branham.
The Tri-County Rock Division is really tight with 2 teams undefeated at the top and 3 more teams within 2 games of first place.
Both the Anza and Salesian come into the game with 6-0 league records and looking to take over sole possession of first place in the game played at De Anza on Tuesday.
Windy day in Richmond as the De Anza Dons host the Salesian Pride. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Top first, runner on second. Devin Olsen hits one deep to left field. The wind carries it just out of the reach of the outfield, and Devin Olsen brings home Andre Prince. Pride strike first, 1-0. Top third, Pride now up 2. Runners on the corners. Prince hits a high ball and it drops into the gap. Breton Frontier goes home as Pride tags on another score. Still in the third, Devin Olsen up to bat again. He lines one to left field. Prince is hustling around second as he tries for third. The relay throw to third goes to the dugout, and Prince will advance home as the Pride go up 4-0. Great hustle play and awareness from Prince. Bottom fourth, score now 4-1. Runner on third, RJ Gate Jr. bounces a hit to left and gets the RBI as David Fernandez trots home, cutting the lead 4-2. Top fifth, 1 out. Pride with runners on first and second. Ian Garcia fields the ball, tags third, throws to first for the double play to end the inning. Bottom sixth, Dons with runners on the corners. Both runners go. Fernandez is safe at second, and Tyler Jules beats the throw home. Dons only down by 1. But in the top of the seventh, Dons would tag on 2 runs, including this high over-the-moon shot from Max Drake that falls between the fielders, and Devin Olsen will be brought home. Salesian holds on to win 6-3 after an overall great performance on the mound and at the plate from Prince.
Jake Vanderbrook in San Jose as Santa Teresa takes on Branham. Top one, the Bruins are in business. Emma fails, hits a high fly ball deep to left. This ball hits the fence. Emma never fails as she cashes in on a double, 1-0 Bruins. But the Saints respond in the bottom half. This Samantha Vidal hits a high fly ball deep to center, and you can kiss that ball goodbye. A solo shot for the freshman, and she says it's time to eat. Still in the first, Kokoro Sage finds the grass and left for a base knock. 2 more runs scored for Santa Teresa, 3-1 Saints after 1. How about some defense? Bottom second, Saints looking to extend its lead, but Abigail Fowles makes a spectacular catch to get out of the inning. Great play there. Top 3 Bruins with a runner on second. Here's a grounder to short. Kokoro Sage fires a dart to first, and eventually a Chavaria goes to third. Cassandra Soria slaps a tag for the 6-3-5 double play. To the bottom half, Kokoro Sage gets all of this one, and you can kiss that ball goodbye. Santa Teresa extends its lead to 3. Still in the third, Chavaria jumps on this pitch and shoots this ball down the left field line. This ball rolls to the fence for an RBI double. Isabella De Filippis scores 5-1 Santa Teresa. That's all the Saints needed offensively because the Saints defense was on point. Here's a grounder to short. Sage to Paris Uribe to Marissa Magana for the 6-4-3 double play. Santa Teresa takes care of business on its home field, beating Branham 5-1.
Each week, the Harker School helps us honor top scholar athletes. This week's scholar athlete is James Bose from Lee High School. James sports an incredible 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Last weekend, Harker alumni brought their children to the upper school campus for this year's Easter egg hunt. The kids had a wonderful time searching for Easter eggs, and the alumni met with former classmates and longtime friends. Several of the guests also seized the opportunity to schmooze with the Easter Bunny. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Remember, if you weren't able to be at the game, we have entire game videos available for purchase. Click on the QR code on the screen for the list of available games. Order the game, we'll send you a download, and you have it forever.
Be sure to check us out on social media for lots of fun content, including videos, news updates, and a whole lot more. We're at 49ers Cal High everywhere, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates on when new videos are posted each week.
Coming up, our CCS SunPower Electric game. It's the big volleyball match with Bellarmine and St. Francis.
And San Ramon Valley Carondelet girls lacrosse right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
If we build this, all the players and fans will magically appear. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college. Football's back, and so are the fans.
My wife wants to build a college.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
My name is Gary Reikus, and I'm the Executive Director and founder of the Reikus Center for Human Enhancement. Anyone can come regardless of their ability to pay and perform, and anyone is as important as anyone could possibly be. The staff here are the thing. So it's not me, and it's not the facility. The staff is what implements those values and helps the people make progress. So as a service organization that's trying to help someone accomplish their goals, I couldn't be prouder of what we're doing.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the SunPower Electric game. This week we feature a volleyball match and a match between two of the very best teams in the state. St. Francis ranked second in the nation with a 21-2 record.
The Bells lost a hard-fought 5-set match to the Lancers a month ago, and we're looking to even up the score this week. It's our CCS SunPower Electric game, and our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Electric game.
You know you're in for a treat when you have two top 25 boys volleyball teams in the nation battling it out as number 2 St. Francis takes on number 23 Bellarmine. Some key players to watch for the Lancers. Jerry Fang is on our watch list. The senior finished with 16 kills and a victory over Lynbrook last time out. And for the Bells, keep an eye on Connor Crawford. This season, the senior has 140 kills and is averaging nearly 3 kills per set. The Lancers defeated the Bells back on March 17th, winning 3 sets to 2. We'll see what happens this time in our CCS Sun Power Electric game. The Lancers celebrated senior night just before the first serve. To the first set, the Bells jump off to a hot start as Julian Villanueva Alonso comes away with a ferocious block. Then later in the set, Lancers swing the ball to the outside and Connor Crawford joins the block party. Bells take set 1 26-24. Second set now and the Lancers storm back. Ryan Morey swings a pass over to Jerry Fang and the senior spikes it down with authority. Great play there. Later in the set, this time it's Morey the Jack Eberton for the cross-court kill, one of his 18 kills in the contest. Lancers win set 2 25-17. To the third set, Theron Briette sets it behind the back pass over the Crawford as he winds and fires for the point, but the Lancers dial up the intensity as Morey comes away with a huge block and it stays in for the point. St. Francis wins set 3 25-22. Fourth set now and the Bells get into a groove. Briette delivers a pass over the Moses Wagner and number 2 unloads for the kill. Then later in the set, well, just keep giving it to Wagner. No one has an answer for him as he rockets home another kill. Bells looking sharp in the fourth set, trying to force a fifth set, and they do exactly that as Crawford records another block, 25-22 Bells. But St. Francis delivers when it's needed most. Ryan Morey goes to his big man, Ethan Wallace, and he drops the hammer for the kill. Then the Lancers would move the ball to the outside. Jerry Fang comes up huge as the senior scores the last 2 points, including this kill that's well placed, hitting the back line. A thrilling volleyball game between these two teams. But once again, the Lancers defeat the Bells in 5 sets, winning 3 sets to 2.
It feels great, especially to be on our senior night at home in front of this huge crowd. I think over the past 2 years, we're like 10-0 against Bellarmine, so it feels great to close out the regular season against them.
In Mountain View with the CCS Sun Power Electric game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
We'll head to Walnut Creek for some girls lacrosse. San Ramon Valley on the road visiting Carondelet. Courtney Tate with the highlights. Into the first, we're tied at 2. The shot is off the mark, but Abigail Choon is right behind her for the cleanup. It's 3-2 Cougars. Later, the Cougars looking to extend the lead. Look at this hustle play by Sage Madden. Comes up with the steal and sinks it home. What a play. It's 7-3 Carondelet. To the second, the Wolves rallying back. Leslie Iorio finds Ava Horrocks for the goal. SRV cuts the lead to 1. 2 minutes later, the Wolves looking to tie it up. Addie Brower takes the shot, and it's good. We're tied at 7. Later in the half, score still tied at 7. But here's a shot from Anna Malawan. She gives the Cougars the 1-point lead. It's 8-7 Carondelet. The Wolves trying to cut the lead to 1. Here's Courtney Wong, and she fires it home. It's 10-9 Carondelet. Finally, the Cougars starting to pull away late in the second. Here's Anna Malawan with another big-time goal. 5 goals on the night, and that'll do it. The Cougars with a 13-9 win behind a big-time performance from Anna Malawan with 5 goals.
Coming up, St. Joe's takes on Albany.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for softball.
Back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium, the Albany Cougars are in the hunt for the Rock Division title. The Cougars playing a non-league game this week against St. Joe's.
The Pilots are looking for a Bay County's league title this year, but first, this springtime matchup with Albany.
Adrian Soriano here in Albany as St. Joseph Notre Dame takes on Albany. Great defense early from the Cougars. Here's Kawan Stewart firing to Jamie Lazoff to pick off the runner at first. But St. Joe's was also playing stellar defense. Atticus Gonzalez with an absolute laser to Junior Perez to nab the runner, no score after 1. Stewart shuffled and dealt for Albany as he gets the strikeout here. Kawan only giving up 1 hit in 5 innings of work for the Cougars. But Pepperdine-bound senior Dylan Stewart was on his A-game all day long. Dylan with his 3rd punch out of the game, no score after 2. Top 3 now, and Daniel Velichko grounds one to first. The throw to first gets away as Josh Vonnegut comes in to score, and it's 1-0 St. Joseph Notre Dame after 3. The Pilots at it again in the 4th. Tommy Cook lines one to left for a single. Atticus Gonzalez scores 2-0 St. Joe's. Albany looking to answer back in the bottom half, but more great defense as Stewart fires to Junior Perez to get the runner at second, still 2-0 Pilots after 4. Dylan Stewart would be in cruise control from that point, Dylan getting the hitter to chase for strike 3 to end the 6th. Then it's Stewart with a backwards K here for his 12th strikeout of the game as St. Joseph Notre Dame wins it 2-0 behind the 2-hit shutout from Pepperdine-bound senior Dylan Stewart.
Each week this season, Mero West Credit Union brings us athletes giving credit to those people who have made their success happen.
Here's Connor Harrison from De La Salle giving credit to his dad.
I think one person who inspires me the most is my dad. I mean, I always work hitting with him. He's in the cage with me every single day, throwing to me, and he always sends me texts and stuff on how to be a better hitter and stuff like that, and it really helps me. It motivates me. It just motivates me to be a hard worker at home.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we show you the Be Happy play.
This week's Be Happy play goes to Saskia Rab from the Granada softball team with a 3-run home run to give the Granada Matadors the lead at that point in the game, and everybody was very happy about it in this week's DGDG.com Be Happy play.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. I think it's going to be this play, but you have to wait to find out.
But first, here is this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
I'm Coach Davon here at the Rikus Center, and today's training tip will be a single leg box jump. So Ryan here is going to start on his right leg, right, and then proceed to jump onto the box. Before he goes, though, he wants to make sure he uses his other leg as momentum to swing himself up in the air and land on the box.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week award, all the winners vying for the Play of the Year and the coveted championship belt.
We'll show you some contenders and then name this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
Lots of double plays on the show this week. Here's Kokoro Sage, Paris Uribe, and Marissa Magona from Santa Teresa with the 6-4-3 double play. Here's Kokoro Sage, Evangelina Chavarria, and Cassandra Soria with the 6-3-5 double play. That was impressive. Here's Ella Jamie, Ava Muniz, and Nolani Ching from California with a 3-4-5 double play. That's even more impressive. How about Nolan Rodriguez from Branham with a nice sliding catch and right, then fires to Jackson Winger for the 9-3 double play. How about Liam Thompson from Branham snatching the hardliner, then firing to Winger for the 1-3 double play. Here's Miles Liu from Lee picking off the runner at first. Great move there. Here's St. Joseph Notre Dame's Dylan Stewart stepping off the mound and firing to second to nab the runner. But the Play of the Week goes to Atticus Gonzalez from St. Joseph Notre Dame with a laser to second to nab the runner. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Atticus Gonzalez, you just won the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Stay right there for 49ers Sac High Sports. We're going to have highlights from big spring break tournament games coming up next. We'll see you then.